I've been wanting to make a video on lateral violence and the internalized racism. So for my podcast listeners, they hear me talk about that on a regular basis. And for a lot of folks, I got a message from a good friend today who's, entering the world of podcasting and getting lateral violence. I had to reblock another person in my life who just, is committed to misunderstanding. So I just wanted to talk about that. White supremacists, you're going to get the hate. But when it comes from our own community, when it comes from our families, when it comes from other Indigenous people, it hurts a lot. I get it. I know it hurts a lot. And again, that's internalized racism and lateral violence that we feel differently than when it comes from folks that we know are from a completely different culture. So on my podcast, I've regularly referred to racialequitytools.org and their resources page. And so you can even type in internalized racism, lateral violence to kind of learn more about it. Because when you can really compartmentalize and know, that's somebody else's trauma that they're projecting on you, there's a difference between being accountable to your community and people with really bad trauma just projecting hate on a regular basis. And that really is them and their unhealed journey. And there are some people that we just trigger each other too much. We cannot be together, and that's okay. I can say out of, thousands of people, it's only a small handful of people that I know. They are just committed to hating me, and that's okay. That's on them. But that bigger picture is that we just will never be friends, even though we can be in solidarity on other issues. And I'm telling you this because, I'm almost 50 and I've had to deal with this for a long time. And for a lot of newer folks, or maybe folks that are 60 scoop or foster kids that are kind of reclaiming who they are and they get that, it's not for you to take in so deeply to the point. This has been causing suicides in our community. All the energy it takes to attack each other should be rightfully directed at white supremacy, colonialism, and that bigger picture of how they mistreat us rather than each other. So if you learn more about this, you can help compartmentalize it a bit and see it for what it is when it's, and it is about being trauma informed. So I highly recommend that for folks. And it's just okay for you to have boundaries and not let people in your space. They're really that simple.